While watching her open it, Georgianiki grimaced slightly. After all, he was a letter left at the site where his parents had been murdered. There was a good chance its contents would say something unbearable to Aniki. Anati also seemed to realize that. So she glanced over the contents first, without reading it aloud. We were a little frightened that she might grimace after reading something shocking, but she just frowned unhappily. Huh?
内容は何と
不愉快な一文があります。私たちを挑発するつもりなのでしょう。
Natsuki, after deciding that contents could be shown to the children, set it openly on the table. Everyone stared at it at the same time.
我が名を称えよ。
Praise my name? That's the third Twilight! Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what does the third Twilight even mean? I mean, it certainly doesn't mean death. If I were to look back at this. Let's see. On the third Twilight, those who remain shall praise my noble name. Does this mean Kinzo's name? Or Beatrice's name? Wait, that's it? That's all it says? Just to praise the name? Huh.
なんだよこれ。うっせえぜ。
ベアトリーチェの勝ち名乗りみたいなものだろうね。くそ。
大方また怪しげな魔法陣でも出てくるのを期待してたんだろう。
魔法陣ではなかったけどね。想像は裏切られなかったよ。
どういう意味でしょう。自分の存在を誇示したいのでしょうか。
そう考えるのが妥当でしょう。この手紙で初めて私たちは昨夜の手紙の主が犯人であると理解できる。ここに書かれている内容よりも昨夜と同じ封筒でというところに意味があるものと思います。
封筒も風浪も間違いなく親方様が使われていたものです。
おお、もう私には何が何だか分かりませんよ。こんなことは後ろ宮のお家にお仕えして以来初めてのことです。
昨日の手紙の言う通りならベアトリーチェは自称じい様の最古の腹心だ。じい様も常々そう口にしてたんですよね。
I spoke to Genji-san and Kumasawa-san, who nodded together.
ってことはじい様の次に詳しいのは源氏さんと熊沢さんってことになる。話してくれないっすか。
Yeah. Might as well at this point. I mean, what else could we lose? Except the lives of those still standing.
私は長いことわざと耳にしなかった話です。ですがこの後に及んではそうも言っていられません。源氏、知っている限りを話しなさい。
Genji-san didn't answer. Did he remain silent despite his knowledge, or did he know nothing at all? Still, I had a good guess. The ghost story of the witch Beatrice had long been deified among the servants. He had probably been very close to grandfather and his occult hobbies, so there was a good chance that he'd been indoctrinated with even weirder things, and then increasingly come to deify the witch. As grandfather's most trusted servant, who had sworn loyalty to him, He might be the most influenced by the illusion of the witch that grandfather had created. So there was only one reason for Genji-san to remain silent. He could speak, but he would definitely cause a backlash. So it was better if he kept his mouth shut. And, well, he wasn't like we'd believe him anyway. Something along those lines. A short while ago, Maria had been more willing to speak bluntly and unrestrainedly, and that had earned her a scuffle with Jesuko. It was natural for Genji-san to keep his silence. Kenzo's concubine. His concubine? That could be possible. For ordinary people, polygamy isn't only viewed negatively from a moral perspective. It's also an unattainable financial situation. But that isn't the case for the very rich. It's possible for them to have another lover in addition to their real wife. I cannot deny the possibility that grandfather had another woman in his life besides grandmother.
かもな。ばあ様は生きてた頃、よく疑ってたらしいぜ。浮気相手がいるってな。俺はてっきりそれは、じい様の想像の中の魔女のことを指してるんだとばかり思ってたんだが。
そりゃなんとも面白い話になってきたぜ。源氏さんは俺に言ったよな。ベアトリーチェはこの屋敷ができる以前からじい様に仕えてたって。
お屋敷が竣工したのは昭和27年と聞いています。
ってことはベアトリーチェという人は30年以上も昔からおじい様と連れ添っていたということになるね。
その30年前の愛人、もしくはその縁者や隠し子が何かの恨みがあって何らかの復讐を企んだか。なるほど。洋館ミステリーっぽいありがちなストーリーになってきたじゃねえか。
Right.
汚らわしい話ですが、一番納得できる筋書きです。どうですか、源氏。
おそらく親方様に恋愛の感情は終わりになられたでしょう。亡くなられた奥様より愛しておられたに違いありません。
ベアトリーチェってのは何者なんだよ。そして今はどうしてるんだ。
お屋敷ができるより前にお亡くなりになったと聞いています。
すでに死んでいる？
Well, no wonder Kenzo kept talking about the revival of Beatrice. So you're saying that she died before the mansion was completed?
はい。親方様は大層深く悲しまれ、ベアトリーチェ様を蘇らせる方法として黒魔術に傾倒なさっていったのです。親方様はベアトリーチェ様を心の底から愛しておられたのです。このような狂気に駆り立てるほどに。
As Genji-san said this, he spread his arms, as though asking us to look at this room, filled with the signs of grandfather's madness. We were all at a loss for words. Normally, black magic seems like it would just be creepy, and it's really hard to imagine why someone might be so enraptured by it. Since Kenzo was just an eccentric who had restored the Ushiromiya family amidst his madness, Nobody had tried to understand him. The only thing on grandfather's mind had been the loss of a beloved woman, and his inescapable sorrow. Earlier, this room had seemed creepy, but in an instant, he had changed into something we could understand completely. It does seem that Beatrice made a huge impression on Kenzo. Yeah, I guess this is an undeniable truth. Kenzo loved Beatrice from the bottom of his heart, and for 30 years had tried his damnedest to revive her, to see her smile once more. Maria did say that some people are born with the wrong wavelengths, so some are unable to see Beatrice. So even if Beatrice died a long time ago, apparently she's still capable of roaming Orokenjima and be seen by some of the people living here. Kumasawa, Kanon, Genji, Maria. But I guess Kenzo couldn't? In that case? Nah, that doesn't really make sense. Maria said that even those with the wrong wavelengths, if they try hard enough, if they truly believed in magic and Beatrice, they could still see her. I mean, was Kenzo truly able to see her in that case? Was it that even if Kenzo were able to see her, she wanted to feel her? To turn back to the love they had originally, and thus try to revive her, and yet he died. The creepy books, the magic circles, the medicine, all of it. It all existed simply because he wanted to revive the face of a single woman who had left this world over 30 years ago.
一度だけ深く酔われた親方様にベアトリーチェ様のお話を聞かされたことがあります。詳しいことは忘れてしまいましたが、それはもう女の私が聞いて羨むような深い深い愛情でございました。
金蔵さんは後宮家の当主を継いだ時、当時まだ生き残っていた後宮家の長老たちの意向で亡くなった奥さんとの結婚を決められたのです。
つまり後宮家にとって得になる女性との結婚を強制された。
Huh.
さようです。金蔵さんはお家復興のためだけに当主に据えられ、全ての重責を背負わされたのです。そんな金蔵さんがどこでどういう経緯でベアトリーチェと知り合ったのかは分かりかねます。
それ以上語るのは無粋だな。
That was when grandfather truly fell in love for the first time. Just how deep was his affection for her? That was easy to see just by looking around us. In which case, this makes it all the more tragic that all this massacre is a result of Kinzo's love for this Beatrice. I mean, he died now. And if I am to think that Beatrice is the killer, that she killed Kinzo, then it is quite sad. If Beatrice truly did all this, how did she feel when she killed Kenzo? I believe that if we are to ever get an answer to that question, then it would truly tell us a lot about what Beatrice is like. This room was covered with piles upon piles of things having to do with black magic. And grandfather spent every day shutting here, immersed in his research and isolated from the outside world, never regretting 1 minute of it. You couldn't help but recognize the depths of grandfather's love for Beatrice.
Watashi. 誤解してたよ、ケンジさん。
何をでしょうか。
私、使用人の人たちが魔女を問診するのは、じい様の気持ち悪い黒魔術趣味に感化されてるからじゃないかってずっと思ってきた。違ったんだな。
By acting as though Beatrice's soul at least had been restored and existed inside this mansion, they might have hoped to soothe grandfather's heart. With closed eyes and the expression of one remembering something from the distant past, Genji had broken his long silence. In making that confession, he probably felt like he was betraying his one and only master in the most serious way, even though that person was already dead. Beatrice has survived as a witch, and she is in the mansion even now. Genji has said it, had believed it, had made people believe it, and would take that with him to the grave. This might have been the last service he could offer up to his master. The legend of the witch, the mysterious tale of Rokenjima that was still whispered of amongst the servants. Its true nature was a sad lie. No. It was an act of kindness towards grandfather, who had lost the person he loved above all else.
私はお父様の前で魔女を否定する話を何度か口にした覚えがあります。今ならそれがどれだけお父様を傷つけていたかわかります。
今の僕にならわかるよ。シャノンを蘇らせる方法が黒魔術だというなら、僕は今すぐにもこの部屋の次の主となって研究を始めるよ。
兄貴。
Another strand of tears dripped from George's eyes. Maybe his tears were infectious. Tears rose to Jessica's eyes too, and she sniffled.
ベアトリーチェは言っていたよ。もうじき蘇ることができる。会うことができるって。
Very soon, the door to the golden land will be opened. In a promised land that glitters gold, the souls of all the dead will be resurrected, along with the love that has been lost. Then, I'll sleep in a world of peacefulness for all time.
そう言ったのか。マリアに手紙を渡したベアトリーチェは。
信じないよね。
ここにじい様がいたならきっと喜んだろうな。もうじきベアトリーチェが蘇ることにさぞや踊り上がって喜んだろうな。なら俺は信じたぜ。じい様が半生をかけて研究したことで蘇り、愛した女の魂が蘇ったと信じて寿命を全うできるって言うんなら俺も信じたぜ。
バトラー。
I guess this is an angle I never even thought of. For someone to truly believe in Beatrice the way Kinzo did for 30 fucking years. Some would say that this was him being a madman, that he became senile and believed in all sorts of crap. But I guess if there is one thing to add to the list that could make one believe that Beatrice truly exists, it will be Kinzo's undying love for her beloved Beatrice. That could have lasted for an eternity, even.
一人の女性をずっと愛し続けた気持ちが周りにも伝わり真実となる。それを気遣いと呼べばそれまでだろうけれど、今の僕はあえてそれを魔法と呼んであげたいね。
気遣いじゃないよ。本当に魔法だよ。魔女だよ。
Right. The kind of magic that leads to tragedy, sadly.
やっぱり誰にもベアトリーチェの姿は見えないんだね。
Some time passed. As we listened to the sound of the rain, we considered what kind of love and madness must have possessed the owner of this room as he spent all half of his life here.
Onnaの私から聞けば、お父様の純愛の気持ちも少しは理解したいところですが、それではお母様の立つ瀬がありません。
ふふ、同感だぜ。浮気は浮気。綺麗事にされちゃかなわねえよな。
それもそうだな。ばあ様が気の毒になっちまうぜ。
それでベアトリーチェとおじい様の間に子供がいたなんて話はある？
The keyword Beatrice has been hidden in every corner of this case, so it's natural to suspect some relative of hers.
いえ、そのような話は聞いたことがありません。
仮にいたとしたら最愛の人の忘れがたみとしてきっと全ての愛情を注ぎ込んだだろうね。それがなく黒魔術に没頭していったなら子供はいなかったと考えるべきなのかな。
そういえばこんな噂を聞いたことがあるぜ。知ってるだろ？じい様が福音の家っていう孤児院に莫大な援助をしてるって話。
よしなさい。
Well, that surely was mentioned at some point. That is where Shannon and Canon came from before. When they were given the titles of servants and started working here.
それはお父様を冒涜する中傷に過ぎません。
Oh?
教えてくれよ、夏日おばさん。
What do you mean?
隠し事はなしなのはおばさんもだと思うっすよ。
くだらない話です。お父様はその施設に莫大な援助をし、社会勉強の一環として当家の使用人雇用枠を開放していました。それをお父様に汚らわしい趣味があると吹聴する愚か者がいたというだけの話です。
一時期それが黒魔術の生贄にするためだみたいな噂になってさ。
Huh. I mean, Kinzo had dedicated half of his life in black magic and the revival of Beatrice. Him bringing in new servants to help with the mansion is normal by itself, but for him to heavily support the orphanage is questionable. He can just get new servants whenever he wants, so why heavy ties to an orphanage?
実際いつもこの部屋で怪しげな実験や儀式を繰り返してたわけで、私も半分は信じてたところがあったぜ。
その福音の家出身の使用人ってのは？
何人かいますが、親族会議中のシフトではシャノンとカノンの2人でした。
To resurrect Beatrice, he brought in servants from an orphanage as human sacrifices? For what reason? To increase the risk for his magic even more? To complete the epitaph?
確かにじい様が使用人として選ぶのはいつもシャノンやカノン君くらいの若い子ばかり。私だってじい様には妙な趣味があるに違いないって信じてたぜ。
ジェシカ、言葉を慎みなさい。
When Anatsi scolded her, the atmosphere instantly went sour and everyone felt quiet. However, something was tugging at the back of my mind. Sacrifices. Sacrifices. On the first twilight, offered the 6 chosen by the key as sacrifices. Human sacrifices brought over from an orphanage. What is it? Freaky words like sacrifices don't pop up often. And yet, I've seen or heard that word recently. Some part of my memory is tugging at me. Hey, Beatrice. What do you know? I had arrived in front of the portrait of Beatrice. It wasn't as massive as the one in the entrance hall, but that portrait, which must have been drawn by some famous painter, was still just as intimidating in this small size. Who painted this portrait, I wonder? This is something that never really crossed my mind. I mean, it probably isn't a very important detail. Could be just some random painter from before the mansion was complete, when Kinzo and Beatrice... when Beatrice was still alive, but still. Below it, just like in the entrance hall, was the epitaph that supposedly hinted at the location of the hidden code.
生贄だ。
なんだよパトラ、急に気持ち悪いこと言うなよ。
生贄を6人。
Yeah. This epitaph contains the word sacrifice too. Which means what I thought about a long time ago. Kinzo was offering people as sacrifices for the revival of Beatrice. Both of my eyes were as wide as plates. Everything's been predicted right there from the very beginning. Everyone crowded around, and the same expression of shock rose to all of our faces. That's right. It's right there in the epitaph. On the first twilight, offered the 6 chosen by the key as sacrifices.
間違いない。
What is the key in this?
最初に死んだのは6人だ。そしてシャッターに書かれた魔法陣じゃねえ、ヘブライ語でも生贄を捧げると書いてあった。
おお、私は最初からそう言ってる。
That's right. Maria said it right at the start. Right after we found the 6 bodies, when Maria was in the parlor watching TV, she said it. Ooh, the culprit isn't human. It's just the sacrifices chosen by the key.
これは黄金の隠し場所なんかじゃねえ。黒魔術か何かの復活の儀式の手順なんだ。確かこの碑文には大勢の死が必要になるはず。
確かにざっと読むだけでも 6+2+5 で13人は死ななくちゃならないことになってるぜ。
Which means there are 3 more people to be offered as sacrifices. If we are to follow the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th twilight. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, on the 9th twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive. Nah, it says that none shall be left alive.
普段はこの島には何人いるんですか？
使用人のシフトにもよるでしょうが、お父様、夫に、私にジェシカ、そして使用人が 2,3 人。昨日今日は5人いてもらってますが、普段はそこまでいません。
So rarely does it reach 13.
ってことはだ、この儀式を実行しようとしたら普段じゃ生贄が足らないってわけだ。いや違うぜ。じいさまは福音の家から不気味な儀式の生贄にするために使用人を取ったという噂。
つまりなんだよ、生贄の人数を増やすために使用人を増やし、さらに人数が集まる年に一度の親族会議を、この儀式を執り行える年にたった一度唯一のタイミングだったってことじゃねえか。
Truly. And here's another thing that I'm wondering about for the first time. Why this many sacrifices to begin with? What are we talking about, a minimum of 13 sacrifices or more? Like, if we are to look at the 9th twilight. I mean, this epitaph doesn't really specify a strict number of people that have to die no matter what. It can be interpreted either way, either 13 or a lot more than that. Again, it could be the risk, but how can you even quantify that now that I'm thinking about it logically? Could you just make it to 10, like maybe 8 sacrifices? Maybe even 6? I mean, is that not high enough of a risk for the magic of reviving Beatrice? I mean, if it were, say, 6 or 8, the epitaph could have been completed at any given point, not just this family conference. I mean, did he want as many sacrifices as he can? Like any high number? Or is there some deeper meaning behind the number 13? Or the number 18? When Jessica streamed this, Maya broke out in that creepy laugh, looking truly pleased.
人は運気を試すためにある種の確率に願掛けをすることがない？
Like throwing a sandal and saying that if it lands right side up, tomorrow will be sunny. Or saying that tomorrow will be a good day if a coin lands heads up. There are many little superstitions like that. Sometimes when your luck is down and you get bored, and you roll the dice and get 3 sixes. You want to believe it's a portent of some miracle. When flipping a sandal, you have at worst a 50% chance. Even if you get right side up, it's not worth much. But if you carelessly roll 3 dice and they all come up 6, you might think that's a small miracle.
魔術にもそういう考えはあるんだよ。限りなくありえない出目を期待してひたすらに祈祷を続ける。そうして蓄えられた祈祷の念は奇跡の出目が現れた時魔力をもって具現化される。おじいさまがしようとした魔術は多分そういうもの。鍵が無作為に選ぶ生贄の抽選。それに万が一自分が当たることがないようにこの島に最も人が多くなる日を選んで儀式を実行した。
バカバカしい。
That is one possibility I thought of way before, yeah. He chose the day of one of the family conferences to make the sacrifices because he knew a lot of people would arrive on the island for the conference. But what about Beatrice's contract? If I am to remember this, I'm reminding myself here. I see. Yeah. Kinzo himself decided on the suspension of the contract. In which case, yeah, once Kinzo had a good number of sacrifices, Kinzo began the process and it was high time for Beatrice to collect her interest. Okay, fine. But what about the key? I'm still wondering what is this key? The epitaph says that the 6 chosen by the key will be the first sacrifices, right? What is it? Or rather, who is the key?
これらが全て怪しげな魔法の儀式の過程で起こった事件だと言い出すのですか?
Natsu yelled. She couldn't quell the fear that the scorpion charm might be the only reason she was still alive. If I hadn't received that charm from Jessica and hung it from my doorknob, would I have been killed, mixed in along with those 6? And the strangest part is, even though I hung the charm from the inside of my door, they couldn't get through that door. The culprit noticed the charm from outside the door and gave up trying to open it. A human couldn't have perceived that. That is a good point. I mean, even if we're talking about a human that tried to do this to make us think that it was Beatrice, even if the culprit knew that Natsuhi would have Jessica's charm, how would they know that Natsuhi would put the charm on the doorknob? For the culprit to know this and then scratch at the door to make us think that Beatrice couldn't enter. Unless it's a custom thing, that people that have charms with them, they would always put it on the doorknob. Maybe. A charm meant to stop something that was not human had done exactly that. Impossible. Impossible. Impossible!
だが夏日さん、確かに碑文の内容はその後をなぞっとる。
第二の晩に残されし者は寄り添う二人を引き裂け。これはエヴァ様たちのことを指しているのでしょうか。
Yeah, truly.
悔しいけどそうだと判断せざるを得ない。そして母さんたちを殺した犯人は続く第3の晩の言葉を手紙に書きその場に残したんだからね。
そうだな。第2の番を実行し第3の番をその場に残した。第3の番はまさにさっき夏代おばさんが読んだ通りだぜ。
On the third twilight, those who remain shall praise my noble name. I still am questioning this. What does this twilight even mean? I mean, let's say that it's referring to either Kinzo or Beatrice. Fine. What, do we just form a circle, sing a little bit of Kumbaya, my lord, and then praise Beatrice's name or Kinzo's name? Cause that surely did not happen. Ah! If you read it this way, it just keeps going, doesn't it? On the fourth twilight, gouge the head and kill. Gouge the head and kill. Georgian and his parents were killed with those demons' ice picks, gouged into their heads. But if they were the second twilight, someone else must have been gouging the head.
じい様だ。焼却炉の中で焼かれてたから、そっちに目が行っちまって気づかなかったが、じい様も眉間に、いや、頭をえぐられてた。
じい様が第四の晩の犠牲者。じゃあカノン君は
第五の晩に胸をえぐりて殺せ。カノン君については犯人との突発的な遭遇による犯行だと思ってたけど、違う。誰か一人をおびき出し胸を貫くことを初めから狙っていたんだ。
もし犯人がこれをなぞっているとしたなら、また3人が死ななければならないというのですか。
On the sixth twilight, gouge the stomach and kill. On the seventh twilight, gouge the knee and kill. On the eighth twilight, gouge the leg and kill.
確かにそう読み取れますけど。
いや、そいつはどうかな。あと3人が死ねば第9の番になる。見てみろよ。
On the ninth twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive.
私たちはベアトリーチェにみんな殺される。
わけがわかんねえ。結局何人いようが最後には全員死ぬってことじゃねえか。じい様は何が目的だったんだ。この儀式じゃじい様自身何をどうしたって生き残れねえじゃないか。
Unless he left the game, the same way we thought of that when he disappeared, when in actuality he died as another sacrifice. He did know that if he were to remain, he would die too, so he tried to escape. But couldn't? I mean, that's the possibility that I'm thinking of here.
誰も生き残れなくていいんだよ。第10の晩には黄金鏡にたどり着く。
On the 10th twilight, at journey's end, you shall attain to the power of the Golden Land's treasures, once and for the last time. The witch shall praise the wise and bestow forth treasures.
おじい様は死を恐れてなんかいなかったんだよ。ほら、4つの宝の2番と3番を見てごらんよ。
一つは全ての死者の魂を蘇らせ、一つは失った愛すらも蘇らせる。つまりおじい様は自分がこの儀式の途中で死んでしまってもやがては復活できると信じてた。
Huh. Well, in which case, he would have no reason to disappear in the first place. In which place, but if that's the case, did he get kidnapped? Because if he didn't get kidnapped, then he knew that if he were to die, and then he would get revived, then he would have died right here in his own study. Why somewhere else other than the study? Why did he die in the incinerator? Unless... Alright, let's let's not forget about the door, which was enchanted with that scorpion symbol. In which case, Beatrice couldn't go after him, so she had to lure him out. But if Kinzo went out of his way to enforce the door with that scorpion symbol, that would mean that he did not want to die. He did not want to be sacrificed. Like, what the hell is this?
バカバカしいぜ。妄言だぜ。死んだらそれまでだろ。死者は生き返らない。人類が何千年もかけて追い求め、結局は未だに成し遂げられない奇跡だぜ。つまりこういうことだろ。死後の世界で再会できて蘇ることができるとか、そういう類だろ。
ジェシカの言い分通りだとするなら、こいつは老い先短いじい様が恋に狂っての自殺まがい。いや、壮大な無理心中ってことなのか。
天智、その可能性は考えられるのですか。
わかりません。親方様は時に1000年の未来を見越されるほどの聡明なお方です。しかし凡庸な私にはそれが狂気としか映らないこともあります。
それってイエスって意味だよな。熊沢さんはどうなんだよ。
私は何も知りません。知りませんとも。
Okay. Why did he disappear? I keep thinking about that. If he truly believed in his own epitaph and the success in reviving Beatrice, then he would have had no problem getting himself taken as a sacrifice as long as he believed that everybody would get resurrected by the end of it. And yet, not only was he not found in his own study as it normally should have been for that case, for someone like him who would have waited his death, but he up and disappeared, and he enforced his door so that Beatrice couldn't enter. What the... Ah, hold on a sec, I'm being an idiot here, hold on. I'm only thinking of Beatrice only. We still have to take into account one of the 18 people who could have done it. In which case, the culprit could use some of the master keys at night to kidnap Kinzo and kill him. But why not kill him right there? Is it because the first two Twilights needed to be accomplished first? That could be it. No, wait. That can't be right. It couldn't be that he was kidnapped that night, because Natsuhi was in the study talking to Kinzo this morning. And the only master key left beside Kinzo was the one that Natsuhi had on her from the time she was given the key. And until she gave it to Genji, when Kinzo already went away. So... where... Okay, we're back to square one. Why would Kinzo just up and disappear?
知っていたなら今日この島にいると思いますか。仮病でも何でも使ってお休みしていますよ。
おじい様の長年の友人である南條先生のご意見は。
源氏さんに同じです。金蔵さんは凡人をはるかに超越した方だった。そこにある種の人間離れした力すらも感じることはありました。私にも金蔵さんが何を考えてこの碑文を残されたのかわからない。
一つだけ言えるのは、仮にこの筋書きを作ったのがお父様であっても、実行しているのは別の人間だということです。
確かに少なくともじい様とカノン君を襲った犯人は他にいる。しかもそいつはこの碑文通りまだ事件を続けようとしている。
僕たちが深く考えなかった最初の手紙、あれにはなんて書いてあっただろう。
We thought back to the recitation of the letter last night. Beatrice had proclaimed something inside it. She had proclaimed that, according to her contract with Kinzo, she would collect everything of the Ushiomiya family as interest. But then she had also revealed a special clause. If someone discovered the location of the gold grandfather had hidden, that right would be lost. When the letter was read, grandfather was still alive. But at the time, it had already been sealed with wax by the head's ring, which meant grandfather had handed the ring over to Beatrice while he was still alive. If we take a straightforward approach, maybe we should assume Beatrice is carrying out that strange contract, with grandfather guaranteeing her that right. In other words, this was the same as saying grandfather knew of Ebb and approved of the contents of that letter. In other words, it's basically a joint message from Beatrice and grandfather, telling us that Beatrice will start collecting interest if we don't solve the riddle. In other words, grandfather and Beatrice were demanding that we try and solve the riddle of the epitaph. And they couldn't. They were saying that the massacre would be carried out according to the epitaph. What does that mean? What do they want? I don't have a clue what it means.
ほら、ベアトリーチェからまた手紙だよ。
Huh?
なんだって？
Maria was pointing at the top of the table, where the canned food everyone had been eating just now still lay. Where did that letter come from? A Western envelope from Beatrice certainly was sitting there. But so what? Natsuki let out a hysterical cry, looking between her own hand and the table. This must be a joke. Either Beatrice truly is capable of entering this room no problem, or one of us put that letter there. Because the envelope she had just opened was still grasped in her hand. So, why is there still an envelope on the table?
なんだよ。どういうことだよ、マリア。その封筒はどこから出てきたんだ。
今見たら置いてあった。
Are you kidding me? Unless, I don't know, did somebody open the door right now to go to the bathroom? Was that you, Maria? God damn it.
うん。
私は何も知りませんよ。何も。
冗談じゃねえ。ここには俺たち8人しかいねえんだぞ。9人目がこっそり忍び込んでいたなんてこともあるわけがねえ。俺たちがちょいと肖像画の前に集まっていたわずかの隙しかないんだぞ。
全員下がりなさい。
Natsuki?
壁へ下がりなさい。
Natsuki was pointing the rifle at Genji and the others, bellowing at them. Wait, hold on, Natsuki! Genji's-san was overpowered, his face looking like he didn't have a clue what was going on. Of course, I felt the same, but a few moments late, I reached the same conclusion our Natsuki had. Until just a few seconds ago, there had been no letter like this on the table, and nobody entered this room. That means someone among us placed it during the few seconds when everyone was looking away, preoccupied with the portrait.
バトラ君、この封筒を開けて中身を読んで。
I picked it up. It was still sealed with wax. Even without disturbing its contents, I realized that this was an as yet unopened envelope. An unknown envelope. Without relying on a paper knife, I tore it open and pulled out the letter inside. The contents were as follows.
金蔵様の碑文の謎をお楽しみいただいているでしょうか。
すでにご存知と思いますが、皆様方には時間が多くは残されてはおりません。どうか嵐が過ぎ去れば逃げ出すことができるという甘えをお捨てくださいませ。このゲームには私と皆様方のどちらが勝つかの結果しかない。時間切れは私の勝ちとなる。引き分けはありません。そこをどうか誤解なきようお願い申し上げます。
って内容だぜ。
Okay, you know what? If this is not one of the 18 people, why the hell this letter popped up here? When the door clearly should have been sealed with the scorpion symbol. I mean, it's not Beatrice. It's not like Beatrice just opened the door right now and gave us that letter while we weren't looking. We would have noticed the door open in that case.
この手紙を誰が置いたかは明白ではありません。ですが、疑わしき人物を絞ることはできました。あなたたちです。
奥様。
What?
それはあんまりにございます。
私は肖像画の前に行く直前、ここに缶詰を置きました。その時、このような怪しげな手紙は決して置かれていなかったことを確認しています。そしてその時、すでにジェシカとジョージ君、バトラ君は肖像画の前にいた。そして彼らはこの手紙が現れるまで肖像画の前を離れていない。つまりあなたたち4人の中にその手紙を置いた人物がいる。ベアトリーチェがいる。
おお、ベアトリーチェはマリアたちじゃない。ベアトリーチェはいるもん。
お黙りなさい。
Could it be that Beatrice is here with us? No, hold on a second. That still would require Beatrice to go through that door. Unless she entered the door when the doors opened. Like when Natsuki entered the room to talk to Kinzo that morning. Beatrice must have been invisible and entered the room. And when Natsuki left, that was when Beatrice kidnapped Kinzo and his master key to exit the room. Unless it truly is one of the 4 people who put that letter there. Like Natsuki said.
あなたたちの中の一人が疑わしいのか、全員が疑わしいのか分かりません。しかし、確実にあなたたちの中に犯人が混じっている。
そうだぜ。19人目なんかいるわけがない。魔女なんかいるわけがないんだ。カノン君を殺したのだって。そうさ、熊沢さんなら説明できるよ。熊沢さんは本当はカノン君と一緒にボイラー室に入り殺したんだ。
Whoa. Okay, come on. It can't be that Kumasawa did it. She entered the boiler after Kanon got stabbed. There's no throw suspicion like that.
そして後から来たらもう倒れていたと嘘をついた。
誤解です、お嬢様。私がなぜそのようなことを。
母さんたちをどうやってあの密室で殺したのかは見当もつかない。でも母さんたちが殺された時、使用人の人たち以外の全員にはアリバイがあった。
Surely. We don't have the slightest of clue how the culprit managed to do it. And it's not like we investigated that much further because of Kanon and Kinzo's death.
なかったのは使用人の人たちだけ。
Unless I'm going back to that one possibility that either it was Kinzo who disappeared, either it was Beatrice who could just go through that door lickety split, or it could be Genji because we don't know where he was before he went back to the parlor.
でも本当に疑ってもいいんだろうか。
確かにそれを言い出したら全ての件でアリバイはないが。
Should it really be so quick to make that judgment? But this time, in this room, in this place, in this moment, in this minimally small bit of time and space, it's obvious. Only one of the four of them could have said the letter there in our blind spot. We don't tell who put it there, but it's obvious that one of the four did it. No, wait, hold on. We cannot make that kind of call yet. Maybe it truly was Beatrice.
夏井さん、どうか落ち着きなさい。今日一日いろいろなことがあった。心が参っているのはよくわかります。
南條先生をお疑い申し上げるのは非常に心苦しいです。ですが、お父様の主治医として、唯一無二の親友として、長くお父様と共にあられた。ビアトリーチェのことも知っているかもしれない。何かの古いしがらみを知っていて隠しているのではありませんか？
そんなはずはない。落ち着きなさい。
It was pitiful to watch Dr. Nanjo frantically pleading his innocence. It was probably a normal reaction that anyone would give if they were suspected. Kumasawa was the same. Ever since Jessica voiced her suspicions of Kumasawa murdering Kanon, Kumasawa had been totally flustered. And that was why Genji's still calm appearance looked so bold. Annatsu pointed the barrel of the gun.
Genji, あなたはお父様の一番の部下です。ベアトリーチェとはあなたがお父様に見せた幻想で、あなたこそがその実行者だったのではないのですか？
そうお疑いいただけるのは、奥様が私を親方様の一番のしもべだとお認めいただけたということで、このような場ではありますが、とても名誉なことだと存じます。しかしこの手紙を置いたのは私ではありません。
それを私が鵜呑みにできると思いますか？お前が首謀者に決まっています。
Oh my god.
あるいは熊沢も南條先生もその共犯かもしれない。マリアちゃんもです。
Not content to suspect just the adults, Annatsu pointed the gun reluctantly at Maria too. Wait, hold on, Natsu, no! But Maria acted as though nothing had happened. Or maybe she thought she would be fine even if she was shot.
マリアちゃん、今この場ではもう幼いから疑いの枠から外すという段階にない。だから誰もが昨夜からずっと持ってきた疑問をもう一度ぶつけさせてもらいます。昨日バラ庭園であなたに手紙を渡したベアトリーチェは誰です？マリア、ごまかすんじゃねえぜ。この際はっきりさせろ。お前に手紙を渡したのは誰なんだよ。
だから何度も言ってるよ。ベアトリーチェだよ。
God damn it. Even at gunpoint she's still saying it's Beatrice. Although, it wouldn't matter since she believes that death is nothing to worry about, and that she will be able to reach the Golden Land.
1000年を生きる黄金の魔女なんだよ。姿を知りたければ後ろを振り返ればいい。ほら、そこにいるよ、ベアトリーチェが。
バカにしてんのかてめえ。
よせジェシカ、マリアもよせ。状況が分かってんのか。そんなこと言って何になるってんだ。無意味な挑発はよしやがるってんだ。
マリアには分かんないよ。バトラたちは誰が犯人ならいいの？自分たちの中に犯人がいると信じたくない時だけベアトリーチェを信じて、親しい人を殺された恨みを晴らしたい時だけ暴力をぶつけられる人間の犯人を信じたがってベアトリーチェを否定する。だから見えないんだよ。ベアトリーチェはいる。 たちには見えない。
黙りなさい。
God damn it. It's true. I do want to believe that it is Beatrice at this point, so that nobody will suspect each other anymore. But I can't deny the possibility that one of the remaining people doing it either.
あなたが犯人だと決めつけたくはありませんが、この状況を不愉快にさせて楽しんでいる利的行為者であることはもはや疑いの余地もありません。
ならどうするの？マリアを撃つ？別にいいよ。もうすぐ黄金鏡の扉が開かれる。そして全ての死者がよみがえる。今や死は恐れるべきことではないんだよ。
母さん、やっぱりこいつは怪しいよ。一緒になんかいられないよ。
でも夏日おばさん、どうか落ち着いて。マリアちゃんを撃つ理由は何もない。どうか冷静に。
Alright, well, yeah, just like what George said. Even if she's the culprit, you cannot just shoot her. Come on, Nazi.
手紙は挑発するけど何も恐れることはない。犯人だって明日が怖いんだ。警察が怖いんだ。この島は今無秩序に支配されているけれど、それは台風で隔離されているからだけに過ぎない。台風が過ぎれば秩序が戻ってくる。だからおばさん、撃っちゃいけない。
なんでジョージ兄さんはそんなにも冷静なんだよ。この4人の中に犯人がいる。
Come on, we can be sure that either four of them are the culprit. Even if one of them put that letter there. If one of them put that letter there, it doesn't make any of them the culprit. That or it was Beatrice.
いや、あるいは4人が全員来るかもしれない。
Ugh.
この中にエヴァおばさんたちを殺した犯人がいるかもしれないってのに、なんでそんなに冷静なんだよ。
僕だって犯人を見つけて殺してやりたい気持ちはあるさ。でもそれは単なる蛮行だ。僕は罪の裁きを秩序に任せる。だからどんなに疑わしくても引き金を引いてはいけないんだ。
ジョージの兄貴に同じだ。夏日おばさん、ここはちょいと冷静になろうぜ。とにかく撃つのはまずいぜ。
Yeah. Especially Maria out of all people. I mean, none of them deserve to be shot.
こういう時はよ、頭を後ろに反らしてクールになれって3回唱えるといいらしいぜ。
はっきりさせておきます。魔女などいない。ここは六軒島で、ここは後宮家の本家屋敷です。後宮家代表、後宮夏日として宣言します。ここには魔女などいない。ベアトリーチェなど認めない。何を企もうとも娘たちには指一本触れさせない。それが母としての、当家代表としての務めです。
Those words were the final word of farewell. That settled everything. No! Protect her daughter. All Nazi will regard any suspicious person as an enemy. The only reason George, Aniki, and I were standing on this side was because, by coincidence, we had a clear alibi regarding the letter. If I hadn't approached the portrait, I would also be at the other end of that I would also be at the other end of that gun barrel, treated like a criminal. But even though part of me thought that, part of me was thinking that chasing all the suspicious people from this room would finally guarantee our safety. Genji-san and Kumasawa-san and Dr. Nanjo, all of them were on grandfather's side. Maybe you could say that once Maria started blindly believing in Beatrice, she was also on grandfather's side. That's right, they're all suspicious. Is this really okay? If we throw out all the suspicious ones in such a lawless way, will we still have the right to defy the lawlessness of the witch? Natsuhi didn't tell them to leave with her own words. But with wordless pressure, she induced them to say that themselves. Because if Dr. Nanjo didn't say those words, this cold silence would surely continue forever.
落ち着きなさい、夏日さん。だが気持ちはよくわかる。わしだって今朝からの異常な事件続きで頭がどうかなってしまいそうだ。